Hi everyone, still drinking coffee today. If you watch my videos, then you know that I don't really make wardrobe changes and I make a whole bunch in one day because it's just easier for me. I'll just put it that way. So please excuse my air cleaner. We've got smoke in the air here in Washington State today. I am a little hoarse, that's why I'm drinking coffee. It's a little warmer. So today's going to be a Christian video. You can stay and watch if you'd like to. It's about Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Some people, when they read the Bible, and I even hear Christians say this, that the story seems to be repeated throughout the Gospels, which are Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. But there's a reason for that. Each specific person who wrote each specific book of the Bible is a different person. Well, Old Testament, you have some mixtures. And Paul wrote letters, so you'll see Ephesians and all of that. Those were all letters from Paul. But Matthew was written by Matthew, Mark was written by Mark, Luke was written by Luke, and John was written by John. All four of these people standing in the same position, walking around with Christ. You know the story is going to be pretty much the same from person to person to person to person, except each of us is different. Each of us has a different voice. Each of us has a different perspective on a situation. Even if you stood right on my feet and we were looking at the same thing, we would still have a different perspective because our eyes are not in the same place. That is why all four of these are included in the gospel. They may seem like the same story, but each one of them brings their own perspective and their own words to the story. They may see things differently. And what this does is it gives us a well-rounded view of the life of Christ and what he did while he was here on the planet, how he died, who he talked to, all the things that happened. It gives us this, if we're coming at it from every single perspective and we have all of these, then as we're reading through them, we personally may connect with, like, more with Matthew or more with Mark or more than with Luke or John. It gives us each a different perspective so that we hear a side of the story that actually connects to our life and may give us more opportunity to understand who Jesus was. So, although it may seem boring to have all the same story, they're not perfectly the same, but yeah, they're a lot alike. It may seem a little boring, however, if you read through them and you read each perspective and you pray and you want to understand why they're all there, it will give you a very unique perspective and a very well-rounded idea of who Jesus was, how he walked, what he spoke like, what words were important to each person because they might be important differently to you. So that's why. And I can keep going round and round and round, but you know me, I don't like long videos. So that's why we have all the same story and all of those in the Gospels all together. So this week I pray for you that you understand that even though the stories are the same, they are different. Even though we stand all in one place, we may still see different things. That you understand the differences between the person next to you and your perspective. And that reading these four books of the Bible helps to give you a more well-rounded idea of who Christ was and how things can be seen in different perspectives. In Jesus' name, I pray that for you this week. And as always, believe and make it so.